let's begin as if we're in bed on the floor. Go ahead and come down to the floor any way you like, but if you've been working with me for a while, go ahead, cross your feet at the ankles, palms come up in front of you, lean forward and bend your legs and just start coming down. From here, go ahead and bring your knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor. Let me just move my little microphone a little bit. And palms are up, roll back down one vertebra at a time. So you're in bed, you're just getting ready to wake up for the day. The most important thing is to give yourself a good 15 to 20 minutes to wake up. It's one of the best pieces of health advice I can possibly give you. So here are a couple movements mentioned by Dr. Zhang, my mentor from Shanghai. Go ahead and grab one knee, interlace your fingers, and just hug that knee into your chest. Release that leg back down, and of course, do any modifications you need. It might just be that you can only bend your legs, feet flat on the bed, but see what you're able to do. We'll do one more time each side with a single leg. And of course, one of my students asked, what if I have to go to the bathroom? Go to the bathroom first and then come back into bed. That's perfectly fine. But make sure that whenever you get out of bed first thing, that you sit up and count to 12 before standing up. Now you'll hug both knees into the chest. If you're able, grab opposite elbows, bring your head up. And then relax down. And then we do the mountain rises, so just kind of shimmy. If you're able to have your fingertips touch your heels, that's great. But if you're not that flexible yet, then it's okay wherever your hands lie. We're going to slowly lift the hips, one vertebra at a time, lift them up, shimmy a little bit onto your shoulders, and then lower down. And we'll do this 10 times. Nice slow inhale through the nose as you lift, and an exhale through the nose as you lower. Articulate each movement within the spine, really imagining that you can feel each vertebra as you lift and lower. Really tuck the pelvis as you come down, and then you'll lift and then arch through the spine as you lift up. Halfway through, we'll do 5 more, and you will do them nice and slowly like this. We are giving the body a gentle nudge to shift from sleep to wakefulness. Super important that we do that gently and kindly. The worst thing is just to like, oh my gosh, I gotta run and dash. That's my husband every morning, but oh well. Can only do what we can do. And down 2 more. Last one. Great. Now, feet are flat on the floor. Bring your palms up in front of you, and you'll gently roll up. If you are over 55, 60 years of age, roll to your side and then push yourself up. It's better as we get older to do that if you're feeling at all weak in your spine or your abdomen. Then the next movements are face massage movements. You can do these lying down. I do them every morning lying down before I get up, and then I come sit on the edge of my bed. So bring your hands and we're going to wash the face. And what this means is we're going to brush the hands up and then sweep them down the outside of the face, and we'll do that 30 times quite rapidly. So let's go. 1, 2, 3. That's 20. We have 10 more. Good. Then you bring your thumbs just under your cheekbones and your index finger on the sides of your nose. And then we're going to go up and down, stroke up and down 30 times very vigorously. 1, 2, 3. And 30. Good. From here, go ahead and relax your shoulders down. If you're sitting on the edge of the bed, the hands will be on your thighs. And just lower one ear towards one shoulder for the count of 3. Coming back up. Lower to the other ear for 3. Come up again to each side. We'll do it 2 more times. Lifting to center, lower, just let any tension or stress melt away. This is wonderful for waking up the blood flow, the energy flow to your brain, to your mind, so you can have a day filled with clear thinking. And come up. Then interlace your fingers, put them behind your head, press into your hands as you lift your chin. Then exhale, tuck your chin, and gently pull down, not a hard tug, just a gentle weighting forward. Inhale, lift, open, exhale, close. And again, we're holding these for about 3 seconds. Each direction, 3 repetitions. Release, and now we're going to massage the ears. Massage all along the outer rim of the ears first, going from right by the skull over the top down to the bottom to the earlobes. Tug the earlobes down and release a few times. Then come into the flat part, that kind of inner curve and flat part of the ear. The index fingers are in front, the thumbs are behind. And then with your index finger and middle finger, massage all along the inside of the ear. Then bring your index finger behind the ear, the middle finger in front of the ear, and we'll go up and down 30 times. $20. And now with your fingers, fold the ear flaps forward, release. We'll do that 2 more times. All right, close your eyes and just go within a moment and see how you feel. Just from those simple movements, just notice if there's an awakening of your energy, a vibration, a warmth. Good, open your eyes. Cross your feet very close to you or come up in any way you feel comfortable. You're on the outer edges of your feet here. You're going to bring your hands forward, leaning very far forward, kind of lift the hips off, and then come up. Of course, in bed, you'll just be coming off the bed. All right. Let me just shift my mic again. Good. So if you haven't already used the restroom, a really great piece of advice here, both in Ayurvedic and Chinese medicine, is to drink a full cup of warm water, at least a good 8 ounces. 10 to 12 gulps is how I like to let people know, because they're like, what are ounces? So just 10 to 12 gulps of warm water. And after that, your body should be ready to eliminate. So it's really great. It just brings just kind of a little fullness and pressure down into the colon, so you're able to release and let go. It's also great for your heart. It activates the heart, warms up the body, gets the circulation flowing. So it's one of the most beneficial and important health practices you can do. And then throughout the day, to have sips of warm water every 20 minutes is the best way to keep hydrated without overtaxing your kidneys. Your kidneys are those beautiful organs just along at the lower rib cage in the back. And when you chug too much water, other than that morning cup, it can be a little stressful. So just nice sips every 20 minutes, a couple of gulps of water is what's ideal. And again, warm water helps the stomach not get shocked. When we drink ice water, cold water, the stomach goes into shock like you just jumped into a cold lake or a cold swimming pool, and it has to work really hard to reheat and adjust the microbiome. So it's overtaxing and stressing out the stomach when you do that. Nice warm water, about 110 to 120 degrees, is really great. So we've done that, we've eliminated, and now we're ready to go into some flowing, gentle movements. I'll show you some movements that I do in the morning. You could do a full Baduan Chin. We're going to bring that in next week to show you that. But even just a few Qigong movements to cleanse your energy and prepare you for the day. And so this first one that I love is called Drop the Qi and Wash the Organs. First we'll do we'll do a little warm-up, 3 movements of a little warm-up. Bring your hands, go ahead and bring them to one side. And you're going to kind of rotate, have this tension where we're going to sweep the hands across the body, bring them up and over, following with the gaze. The hands are soft, rotating around. So it's kind of this rotational movement. And when you finish this 3rd repetition, the hands will be at your other hip. And then we'll do 3 movements again, just warming the body, beginning to move the spine a little bit. Move your energy. And then we'll do 3 natural respiration breaths a little bit quickly, pausing each time with the palms facing the navel, the lower dantian. That was 1, 2, 3. We'll stand in our Wuji position, the feet parallel about hip width to shoulder width apart. The knees are soft. That means you're not deep bend, but they're not rigid. The pelvis tucks forward, the spine lifts, the shoulders drop down. The arms are a little bit away from the body as if little balloons are just kind of lightening their load. And the shoulders drop down, the chin drops a little. And your gaze is open and soft, just above the horizon. From here, imagine, using your imagination, that your mind, your brain, is expanding out to the edges of the universe, really connecting with this primordial energy. You might picture a white light or a violet light. And you're going to inhale, sweeping all of this energy you're connecting to, and you're going to pause right above the front of your scalp. So not right above the middle, but right between, like a little bit behind the hairline. Open your eyes really wide here, connecting with that primordial energy. And then gently close your eyes, and we're going to imagine we're sweeping this beautiful energy we've gathered, that light energy, through your brain. And as you feel that, any residue from the brain kind of goes out. Then you're going to flow it through the heart, pressing, just let it hang out in the body, press it out of the organ though. Any stagnant chi leaves, the heart fills with white. The liver, the spleen, the stomach fill with that white energy. The gunk goes into the body. The kidneys, the large intestine, small intestine, all fill with light. You pause your hands down right by the genital area, then come up by the navel and hold the hands there. Open your eyes now, point your hands to the earth. We're going to let all that gunk that we gathered out in the spaces flow down. As you bend down, the energy, that gunky energy, flows out your feet as compost for the earth, out your fingertips, but mostly through the feet. Then we come up again, and we'll do that a few more times. You can do it 9 times. Picture the brain expanding into the universe, gathering and seeing this white light energy as you inhale it up. Open the eyes wide as the hands come at first right behind the hairline, kind of like between the hairline and the brow. Then you close your eyes and exhale, move this light energy, washing your organs, your brain, your heart, spleen, stomach, liver, gallbladder, kidneys, adrenals, large intestine, small intestine, all the organs. That gunk is just hanging out, ready now to be moved into the earth as compost to replenish. Coming back up, we'll do 2 more together. Expand the mind, expand your awareness. Picture this light energy as you inhale, draw it up. Open the eyes wide, really connecting. Then close the eyes as you exhale, move the hands down, filling with this white or violet light. Letting the beautiful energy, but used energy, move out of the organs into the spaces in the body. Open the eyes now as you let that energy move down into the earth. And we'll do 1 more, feeling the expansion. Opening the mind, drawing in, surrounding the body with this light energy. As you draw up, open the eyes wide, the eyes also connecting, and then close the eyes as you move this energy into the body, cleansing and washing your organs. Hands come all the way down and then back up to the lower dantian. Open the eyes and lower. Lift. And let's do 3 closing breaths, pausing the hands right by the lower dantian each time. Now, bring your hands. Gentlemen will have their right hand touching. Ladies will have our right. This is the opposite of most of the times when we have a directed time to hold our hands, but that's what we do for this particular primordial Qigong movement. And release. Good. There are 12 of these movements, and we'll be learning them in a few weeks. But just that movement alone, this dropping the chi and washing the organs, is such a beautiful one you can do. You can move through it a little bit more quickly, not much. You want a nice flow, you don't want it too slow. But it's something that I just wanted to do a little bit more slowly for you today. And it's just a beautiful way to let the body transition. You could do it at night, but it's just got a special emphasis because the lungs were detoxifying at night, the liver was detoxifying at night, the gallbladder, the large intestine. So it's just a really great way to let all of the natural processes of the toxins the body has done at night to clear. It's why it's so important to sleep no less than between 1 and 5 in the morning, but ideally between 11 and 5 in the morning. Those are key detox times for the body. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll do a few movements that I recommend sprinkling throughout your day. These are great to do after you've been sitting at a computer. They're great to do when you're doing other tasks around the home. And it just reminds you how just working out an hour a day or 20 minutes a day is insufficient to clear blockages in the chi and to open the channels of energy. So hopefully you can bring some of these quick, easy movements into your practice. The first one is a modification of rooster standing on one leg to do when you brush your teeth. So you have to brush your teeth anyway. And so this is a really great one. You'll bring your weight into one foot and you'll lift the other leg wherever you are stable. It might be right here. It might be wherever. So find your stability. This is ideal. The foot parallel to the earth when your body is ready. And so for half of the time you brush your teeth, you'll be doing this. So the pelvis is tucked, you're lifting the spine. And then you'll lower the leg when you brush the other half of the time that you're going to brush. Everyone's different. I know the recommended is 1 to 2 minutes, so just divide that in 2. And then brush. Gaze at a point in the distance, and yeah, it's trickier, pretend you're brushing and notice that, yeah, your balancing foot is working harder, you're using your toes. But this is just such a little thing that really activates and moves the chi along our legs. It lets energy flow up and down, go over the hips. And it's also incredible for our brain and our balance, which you all know is essential for youthful movement. When we lose that, we become more vulnerable to falls. Another great movement that you can do, especially if you've been working on the computer and the hips get really stagnant, is something similar that we do for many of our moves. You can step out as wide as you feel comfortable. Feet are parallel ideally, but if you need to move them out, that's okay. And just come down and then hold your hands up as if you're reading a book. This allows chi to flow along the belt meridian, which is really important for the kidneys, the reproductive organs, the kind of reservoir of our youthfulness, if you will. And just breathe gently. We'll hold here for a minute. You can hold for 10, 5, 10, however many seconds you can do it today, but you'll work up to that minute. Breathing gently in and out of your nose. We're at half a minute. If you just to give you a gauge, we've got about another little less than 30 seconds now. Gaze is soft in the distance. Just relax into the hold, breathing gently. The masters will hold this for like 30 to 40 minutes. I have no idea how they do it, but they do. It's so powerful for healing. And release. Wonderful. One more essential movement that I really recommend is this one-arm pillar or penetrating heaven and earth. And then we'll go through the yellow river dance, which is such a beautiful little flow to do anytime. So for the one-arm pillar, the hands float up, palms up to the heart. Press one hand down, one hand up. This is so important for, bring the hands in, and stretch the other way for the spleen, the liver also, but really for the spleen and stomach. Inhale as you draw in, exhale as you press. Don't let the shoulder come into the ear, keep it relaxed down. You can just do this anytime throughout the day, but your digestion will really thank you. It's such an incredible, incredible move. We'll do one more. Bring both hands to the heart and lower. Good. So those are just a sample of the quick Qigong movements you can sprinkle throughout your day. The key is, ideally do at least one every hour, and every half hour is even better. It's just, we forget how important it is to move. Going on a walk is also one of the most important things for your health. A vigorous walk, especially if you have some long-term ailments that you're grappling with outside is getting that energy super beneficial. So this next movement many of you've done with me, it's just called the Yellow River Dance. It's a beautiful series of movements that flow one into the other. And it just is an uplifting, elevating set that really gets all of the meridians open. Start with the feet side by side, gaze into the distance, breathe gently in and out of your nose. Step out about shoulder width with your left foot. And the big rock, inhale, the arms float out to the sides. Wrists are soft as they come up. Exhale, float them down. Peacock lotus rises its head above the water. Arms come to shoulder height. Press the hands out, lift the chin. Exhale, float the arms down. Preparing for goldfish wiggles the tail as you bring the hands up in front and down. Moving back the waves, inhale the hands in front again. Draw them in, lean back. Exhale, press forward. Draw in and lower for lion twirls the ball. Inhale, the hands face each other, and then they face the heart, the sternum, the lower dantian. Inhale the palms up to the heart. Exhale the palms down to the sides of the body for peacock fans its tail. Inhaling the arms all the way overhead. Exhale, float down through center. And then inhale the arms to the shoulders, shoulder height again, coming overhead, pausing above the top of the head, between the brows, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the throat, the heart, the lungs, the lower dantian. Paired swallows skim the water, float the palms to one side, then the other. Figure 8 fragrance, one hand is parallel to the earth, the other perpendicular. As you rotate across, switch your arms, come back the other way. For emerald willows, sweep in the wind. Palms face each other as the hands sweep up to one shoulder, then the other. As we rotate the universe, lift the arms overhead, gaze up. Exhale down, imagining you're holding the universe like a ball. Come to shoulder height, let's go the other way. Inhaling up and over. This time we're going to go all the way around to the top again. And then the water washes down the mountain. Water cascades down the mountain. And bring your hands so the palms face your kidney for a moment. Lift the torso, sweep the hands around, they come flat for the water floats. Lotus leaves floating in the water, go one time one direction, then pull back and go around. For embracing yin and yang, inhale, lift one hand up, lower. Turn the ball, inhale the other hand up, lower. Colored butterflies float on the wind. Hands just come out a little bit. And then bring your right hand on top, left hand on the bottom for water beads on lotus leaves, rotating one time and another time. Bring the other hand on top, rotate, and again. And then we do sinking the chi. It's the second part of the peacock, fans its tail. Pausing over the bai hui point, between the brows, the eyes, nose, mouth, throat, heart, lungs, lower dantian. Bring one hand on top of the other, step the feet side by side, gaze into the distance. Smile, either an inner smile or really smile, right to your heart. And release. Thank you for joining me for lesson 1 of the daily Qigong practices. There are many more, but this is just a nice recommendation, an assortment, if you will, to help you think about how to start your day and how to move the body throughout your day.